going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Awesome broadcast coming to you live from New York, Manhattan, also known as Mamdanistan. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one, because today's a beautiful day, today's a wonderful day, today's a fantastic day. ABBA and Preach came at you, and Tim Pool.
If a man wants to possess...
Wanting to be a dad is weird. Dude, what are they doing? Why are these guys still doing this shit? I don't think wanting to be a dad is weird. Oh my God. Do you guys not have any other fucking content? Jesus Christ, get off my dick, bro. Holy shit. How many more years of this, like, reluctantly attacking Hasan and then agreeing with his fucking primary focus reluctantly 2 years after the fact are we going to do? Over and over again. No, they're not. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't think it's weird to want to be a dad, man. I'm talking shit about gamers, okay? Capital G gamers who are like weirdo fucking white supremacist incels who are like, yeah, this game is going to repopulate the planet.
We're going to get put. So why are you worried about, whether or not women's biological clock is ticking? You got posted in a lot of gamer subreddits. Ooh, nice. You're a Pragmata take pissed off incels. You offended the pedos and the capital G gamers and the incels. Yeah, what they're offended by, I think, primarily is...
I love how first it started with gamers and now it's just incels and...
Yeah, dude, you got me. I was actually fucking attacking every gamer on the planet. Like, man, this is low budget bullshit. I don't even want to fucking entertain it, okay? Again, I can't explain this to you guys enough. I got fucking government ops, okay? I got the entire propaganda apparatus of the nation state of Israel inside of my fucking asshole. I got like 55 different articles being written about me on a daily fucking basis on Fox News. I'm sorry. I'm not going to have to, I don't want to have a back and forth with ABBA and fucking Preach over what they misunderstood about my take, where it's like, oh, I guess he's backtracking to incels now. Yeah, I am, dude. You fucking caught me. I got so embarrassed that I was shitting on every gamer, every man, actually. Every man that wants to be a father, I was shitting on them, and you caught me because you're fucking brilliant. God forbid you misunderstood the original take that I was making. God forbid. That's never a perspective with any of these guys. No one on the internet ever does this thing where they're like, hold on, let me see what he means. No, I've already been established as a fucking villain for a lot of these dudes, okay? For a lot of these dudes. And it does so well on the algorithm that they just go, yeah, I'm a professional misunderstander of the point that he's making. God forbid you fucking agree with me, You only agree with me maybe 2 years after the fact, Dude, you probably agree with my take. It's like 90% of the time, if you actually listen to what I have to say, you probably agree with it. Unless you're like some fucking weirdo, which, ABBA and Preach are like centrist on the weirdo spectrum. They're not as like reactionary or whatever. You probably fucking agree with my take. Yes, sweaty weirdo losers who talk about repopulating and saving the white race or whatever, that think that like a video game like Pragmata is somehow going to improve the birth rates. Well, even if it does improve the birth rates, it's probably not going to be for the guys who talk about the birth rates. People who are predisposed with the fucking birth rates are not fucking, okay? That's the point. And it's an agreeable position that I suspect ABBA and Preach would probably agree with as well. So why the fuck are you doing this idiotic song and dance where you know what my actual perspective is, and then you hear me elaborate on my actual perspective, and then you go, oh, you got called out, so now it's incels. Stop. Don't do this fucking bullshit. Jesus Christ. Be real, man. Be serious. Please, be honest. Like, what are we doing? I hate the fucking dishonesty, man. I hate it. Like, oh, you clarified your position? That's because you got backlash and you're backtracking. No, dude. You think I fucking give a shit about a bunch of neo-Nazi right-wing, insane grifters that even other fucking right-wing grifters now assume are grifters? Oh no, they're talking shit about me. It's a fucking Monday. It's a fucking Tuesday. It's every day of the fucking week. You think I give a shit about what they say? I hate that, like, for so many people who want to position themselves as, like, reasonable centrists, they have to literally turn around and be like, even if I probably agree with Hasan on this issue, I'm going to act like I misunderstood his point and act like I'm actually in disagreement with him so that all the fucking weird right-wingers still consider me to be someone who is an apolitical guy, someone who is on the right side, Might not agree with them all the time, but at least he sticks it to Hasan. Be fucking brave, man. Be brave. Just say what you truly mean, okay? You don't have to constantly do this fucking tightrope so that like weirdo right-wing losers don't come after you all the fucking time. Someone I know was upset about the gamer comment too. I talked them off the clip, but I think that some people are just that genuinely couldn't tell you mean it. All gamers, not just everyone. Dude, I'm sorry, but this is one of those situations where it's like I say, oh my God, gamers are such fucking losers, and people actually have a conniption off of that. I mean, you're not going to make it. You're not going to fucking make it. Like, what do you mean? This is literally like all men discourse. Like, oh, men are trash. And then people go, what do you mean men are trash? I'm going to become a Nazi now. It's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? If you're not trash, then don't get mad about it. Why? Why are you being so fucking sensitive? I play video games. I don't give a shit. I talk shit about gamers all the goddamn time. I'm a man. I don't give a shit when people say men are trash. I say, yeah, it's true. Who gives a fuck? God, have some fucking backbone, dude. Jesus Christ. I can't stand motherfuckers who are like crying like this all the fucking time when they're like, they came after gamers. Gamers. Be for real. Be a man, okay? Be a man. Be a man. Have some fucking backbone. Have some goddamn intellectual honesty. Have some decency. It's totally ridiculous. Constantly crying like, me, they're coming after gamers. Really, dude? You think they're systematically discriminating against you because you're a fucking gamer? That's what you think? Shut up, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, the most oppressed group of all time. What are we doing? What is this baby shit? This is what I hate. People who unironically talk about how the left is constantly babying people will be the first to demand said babying, okay? They will literally demand it. They'll be like, baby me, please. Why aren't you babying me? You said I should show some intellectual backbone. Then you said I should, then you also told me to be a man. Now I'm mostly just confused. I'm just talking about people who fucking complain or are like, man, you attack the gamers. You know, just be a fucking adult. Here, is that better? Is that more politically appropriate for me to say? Be a fucking adult? That's what I mean, you know? Have some confidence in yourself. Sorry, I'm using gendered language. Too woke to live, too electoral to tanky. Yeah, that's why you gotta fucking look like a chud and think like a woke, okay? That's why I do this. That's why I'm wearing the suit. Look like a chud, think like a woke. Look like a chud, talk like a woke. Anita Sarkeesian attacked gamers for 10 years. Look where we're at now. Yeah, people still chirp about Anita Sarkeesian, bro. People still talk about how she was like a primary vector of hatred, a primary villain in their lives. I'll be honest, dude, if you genuinely still think about Anita Sarkeesian to this degree, like, you're not long for this world. I'm actually genuinely confused how you haven't fucking killed yourself so far. Like, what a pathetic mode of existence. If I lived like that, if one person that I ordained as a villain in my own mind had this much control over my life, this much control, and was a figure worthy of this much animus, I would fucking realize at some point that my life is not worthy of living. It's just so sad. I'm just gonna end it all. It's not even a joke. There are still people who unironically bring up Anita fucking Sarkeesian, dude. Like, people who think, you know, titties in video games are tinier now because of Anita Sarkeesian and because of US aid. People who sincerely think like the American government, by way of the CIA, made the boobs smaller in video games to oppress the gamers. If this is the type of person you are, you have to snap out of it immediately. Look, I'm not in favor of corporal punishment, but honestly, your parents should have beat the fuck out of you a little bit. If you genuinely have this attitude, if this is how you see the world in your adult age, like, you know, you're slated for an ass whooping by your dad, right? Like, something needs to reorient your priorities. Something needs to just like fix your brain a little bit. Anita Sarkeesian was harassed like crazy. It's pathetic how people obsess over her. I say this as someone who was mad on her content, even though she was a swerve. Yeah, I don't know anything about Anita Sarkeesian, and I don't want to know. And I find it very strange that that people have such strong opinions about a woman who was doing cultural critique on video games like 20 years ago. It's very frustrating that we have to sit around and act like this is a sincere problem. It's not. There's so many more important things going on in the world. If you want to constantly worry about Anita Sarkeesian, then, you know, go off, I guess. Anyway, there's not even a real audience for that kind of shit anymore anyway. It doesn't matter. It's just some donkey-brained losers unbearable. People who say like they came after gamers. Anyone that says that and they're not joking, they need to go to jail. They need to go through rehabilitation. Shoe0NHEAD made a video about you. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about fucking Shoe0NHEAD. Fuck Shoe0NHEAD. Bro, you were on the last Shoe0NHEAD video. I will literally shoot myself with a gun if you bring that shit up in here, okay? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to go out, purchase a shotgun, shoot myself in the face, not die in the process, but at least lose significant chunks of my fucking brain so I can operate at the same substandard, suboptimal IQ level that Shoe0NHEAD and her dumb fuck audience operates in so I can do a regular response to that? Is that what you want me to do? Do you want me to lose chunks of my brain? Do you want me to John Fetterman myself so I can understand the compelling argument that Shoe0NHEAD makes? One that should have been left in the dustbin of history all the way back in 2016. Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl and I change my politics all the fucking time. Ooh, look at me. As an emo girl, I look like that one meme on the internet. 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me. Fuck. Why would you openly admit that you listen to Shoe0NHEAD in 2026, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? Every single one of these people are stupid fucking grifters, okay? They flip-flop like flapjacks. Nick Fuentes is another one of these dipshits. I mean, he's consistent on his anti-Semitism, but he keeps going back and forth on whether he wants to punish the Republican Party for being too philo-Semitic or whether or not he wants to actually demand that the Republican Party punish the opposition. He goes back and forth on it all the time. None of these motherfuckers are consistent. None of these motherfuckers have a genuine worldview. At least with Nick Fuentes, he does have one. It's repulsive, it's toxic, it's disgusting, but at least I can like associate him with a movement, with an ideology. But people like Shoe0NHEAD are basically a humanoid version of a fucking Reddit aggregator. They just spit out shit that they see on subreddits. So why the fuck are you going there? You might as well just go to the subreddit directly and read all the commentary that they turn into video essays. Jesus Christ. What an unbearable fucking way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from Shoe0NHEAD. Honestly, good luck, dude. People should be more embarrassed, okay? What happened to shame? What happened to shame? If you're getting your politics from a person like Shoe0NHEAD, you should be embarrassed. Go spend some time in the real world. Try to explain to people that this is the person that's educating you on your worldview. God, it's like saying, oh, I get my politics from fucking Patrick Bet David. Oh my God, the things I want to say to people like this.